with that small introduction, I have some topics of conversation here, not in any particular order. I think just stuff that I think could be nice to talk about. The first one that I want to discuss with you is what do you think of Ferrari, the Ferrari strategy staying out during the safety car?
Yeah, I think that was I don't know. Checo pitted first, and that's the thing. He pitted first, and then there was a whole other lap of at least virtual safety car, but then it transitioned into a full-on safety car. And I don't know if the Ferraris got there on time or not, but I'm just like, listen, you Checo pitted. Why not pit Sainz, right? And then pit Leclerc. I mean, like you lose nothing, and like it's not like Leclerc was about to catch up to fucking Verstappen, right? So you pit them both because they're all gonna come out ahead of Checo, and then if there's a safety car, then you have the chance to like overtake Verstappen. But they decided for
Yeah.
some reason not to do that.
So I watched it, and because I have the Formula One TV app,
Uh-huh.
I rewatched the thing to see like did they have a chance to actually do it.
Nice. Yeah,
So because you also have like the track where you can see the location of all the cars at all
yeah,
times.
yeah.
Uh,
And you can see where they are, or if
yeah,
they're
so
behind the pits and stuff. But yeah,
so the virtual safety car came out, and then Verstappen at that point had already crossed the pit lane,
hmm,
and now it was Leclerc's turn. It's like, do I at that point come into the pits or not?
yeah,
Uh, and then a little bit like before the hairpin at the end, it turned down from a virtual safety car to a full-on deployed safety car. And they had probably like maybe less than 5 seconds to
mm,
decide to bring in Leclerc from the virtual safety car to the safety car.
yeah,
And I'm like, I can see that maybe it was too fast and they missed Leclerc's window. But Sainz could have totally came in.
yeah,
For sure, there was more than enough time, like 15 seconds at least, where they could have brought in Sainz,
yeah.
and they didn't bring him. So the reasoning, according to Mattia Binotto,
Binotto. Yeah,
is that um, Ferrari didn't have a new set of nor the mediums nor the softs for any of the two drivers. And then they only had a new set of hard tires for them. So it's like, at that point, do we want to pit them, put in brand new hard tires, which are hard to warm up already and to get working, and then risk like the second and third place that we have? Or do we just keep them as they are? We're already getting second and third. We don't need to risk anything and maybe lose positions to Red Bull.
yeah.
Let's just keep it second and third and see if Red Bull beat us or if they do anything about it. So
I
if I
don't
look at it that way, and I'm like, well, you have to go for the win, and I'm like, but do you really? Because when you try to go for the win in Imola last weekend, Leclerc fucked it up. So I can see like Ferrari actually. I do agree that like I think that was the right call, even though I would have want to see the drivers pit and fight for a position, you know.
know. Mhm.
But I think they actually made the right call there. If everything checks out.
I see. I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think so. I think if it was Mercedes, they would have tried. I think Mercedes would have been like, fuck it, we're gonna give it a shot because they always try something, and I
No,
think that's
I think actually is, if it would have been in previous years, Mercedes dominating and then Red Bull being second, I think Red Bull would have tried. It's like, fuck it, let's go into the
yeah,
pits, and
exactly,
we have nothing to lose because
exactly.
we know that Mercedes are always going to win. But in this case, Ferrari does have something to lose, which is like they're currently winning on the constructors and their driver is also first. So if they risk it and then it doesn't pay off, they can lose more points than they're actually going to win.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know. I feel like sometimes. teams tend to be more cautious about going to the pits than they should be. They should see it as a strategy that rarely fails, as opposed to something that can constantly go wrong. And like if you teach your pits to think that way, when these things happen, you put them in the pits and like, yeah, they have hard tires, but they're still gonna need to warm up the tires. And I think that's also what you need, a decision making team that like can do it on the fly. That I mean, I could see the crash from Norris and be like, that's gonna take a safety car. Like there's no way that they can drag it in. Obviously, the thing lost a wheel. They can't drag that in because it's gonna destroy the tire or the bottom of the car. So so you as an engineer should see that. You should be like, it's gonna be a safety car. Let's put him in before that happens. Like let's just plan to do it. So I don't know. I feel like that's just that's the kind of reflexes that I want from like the winning team, and that's Ferrari always lacks on this. We always say it. Back in what is it? What was it, like 2018 or 2019 when they were going against against
yeah.
Hamilton versus Vettel. I think it was 18. 18 was the last
18
shot.
was Hamilton versus Vettel. Yeah.
Yeah, where like every race he was just like Ferrari versus Ferrari essentially. Just like Ferrari was the worst enemy on every race. Reliably, you could say like they're gonna, if there's a decision to be made, they're gonna fuck it up, and they kept doing it on that season. So I don't know. They have a history of doing this, but that was when they had the other guy. I forget his name.
Arrigo Bene.
Yeah, yeah, that guy, who looked pretty tough. But in any case, yeah, I feel like I just I don't know. I thought that the right call was kind of obvious to me. Even if you put them in soft or like in cold hearts, I think they can still race with that and race better than the tire that they have. They always feel better if they're fresher. So
yeah, like I said, I think I could give him a pass for Leclerc not pitting. But then if they really wanted to pit somebody, it was Sainz for sure. Maybe the other thing that they thought is like, if we pit Sainz, Perez is not gonna pit, and we're gonna lose position to
no, but Perez pit first.
Yes. No, Perez pitted after they didn't pit. Like Verstappen passed, then Leclerc passed the thing, then Sainz passed the thing, then Perez pitted, and then they had like another lap.
Yeah, and that second lap is when I think that they should have pitted.
Yeah, no, like I mean, I don't know at that point.
Yeah, yeah.
Like at that point, probably the cars are bunching up already. Like,
yeah, I think
it's much.
I don't know. I think that's what they were afraid of.
That's what I'm saying. Like you missed your shot. Like it's either right there before Perez pits, and you have to make a decision, and then it's either you lose the position to Perez.
I see what you're saying. Yeah, no, I think no, because I was talking about the next lap. So I mean, I think you're right. If it would have been just the first lap, I think so. But I thought there was an opportunity on the second one, on the second lap around, where I feel like maybe they could have pitted there, even if we were catching up, because I think that the distance between the two, the Ferrari and the Red Bulls were still like 26 seconds. So I was like, you have a chance, but I don't know. Well, in any case.
In any case, my opinion is that if everything that I said is true, that Ferrari is like, might as well just keep him out there on the all hard tires because the new ones are just hard to warm up. It's like, just leave him there. We're still gonna finish second and third.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I don't think that's a bad strategy. And I'm like, yeah, just try to get as many points as you can. It's like in previous years you had, I think Ferrari, I think it was in China in 2019 when Vettel was like, I think second or he was third. And then like Ferrari kept trying to pit Vettel or Leclerc to try to win the race. It's like, hey, we have to win the race. And then like little do they know that now they're no longer trying to fight for the win of the race, but now they're losing the position to Verstappen, who's coming behind them. And it's like, you forget, like, it's like you could have gotten an easy second place and third place, and now you get like a second and fourth because you lose the position to Verstappen.
Yeah, I don't remember that a little bit. I think I do remember that. Yeah.
And then it's like,
but I feel like
you lost track of what you were getting, and then you thought like, oh, now we can win, and it's like you were never fighting for the win.
Again, but that's just that's her Ferrari doing Ferrari, you know. That's it's just a bad decision pretty much. When there's anytime there's some there to make a decision, like they tend to make it wrong. So but yeah, I don't know.
Okay. All right, we
Right.
can move topics if you want.